allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Take the roll, please.
Alderman Bassador.
Here.
Thompson.
Here.
Patak.
Here.
Reynolds.
Present.
LeBerry. Jefferson.
Excuse absence.
Herndon.
Here.
Crane.
Here. Start off our meeting with public comment, please. Again, please identify yourself when you come to the podium. Me personally, I'll use this time to have you have that 5 minutes to talk, give us any concerns, questions, or thoughts, and then we'll go from there. Anybody tonight?
Happy Pride, everyone. Wanted to ask why the agenda wasn't posted Friday. It didn't come out until this morning. The air monitor. I know you said that the box is now locked, the electrical box, but who has access to the Wi-Fi for the air monitor? Do you know? Anybody know?
That's a Jepson question. I have no idea.
Okay. I'll be out of time by then, so I guess I'll continue. It is insane how often the monitor out at Rotary Park keeps going down, especially after last month's accident at Karis Chemical. I don't think it's right that the taxpayers have to pay for another street sweeper when whomever decided it was a great idea to clean Karis's potassium permanganate spill last year on 7th Street. I hope they now realize that that was an idiotic move, seeing that it's an oxidizer. Karis called to have the city come and clean it up, so Karis should be the one to replace the street sweeper. And if Karis calls again to clean up their mess, is the city going to do it again? How many street sweepers are taxpayers going to pay for? I noticed on the Maytag building, there's no permit posted on their building, and I thought you had to have that in this city. A permit anytime you're doing any kind of work on your buildings. I am very concerned that Andy Vassador made false statements back on March 18th here in this room about the state of the old Maytag building, only to view photos 2 months later that contradicted how far along CLE really was with the project. How can he be trusted to do his job and to be honest when he's lied in this very room? And Mr. Patak, I am very disappointed in you not correcting Andy Vassador when he lied about the state of Maytag building. Finally, there have been several parents that I have spoken to about the need for shade at Rotary Park. Keep in mind there are children of all ages and most families have more than one child. If the city can afford a snow machine, they should be able to afford shade for families sitting on the benches.
Anybody else like to speak tonight?
Mayor, if I could interject really quick, we seem to be having an issue with that camera up prior to the.
Okay. Is there still other cameras that are capturing? Okay.
Council cameras are still working, microphones.
Okay.
That camera.
So are we
Hold.
not online right now?
We are, yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Just not that angle. Okay.
Hi, my name is Dina Hicks. I have an issue. So my yard was dug up by the EPA and fixed about 3 years ago. We had dug a 4-foot footing to build a garage several years prior to that, per apparently requirements for the city. When we dug up that footing, we had 2 dogs that got sick. And we wondered, of course, if it had anything to do with the soil. One dog died, and the other one was so sick. She was only 5 years old at the time. She died 2 years later as her diseases progressively got worse. So we were dug up 3 years ago, soil was replaced, and then we had the fire. I have now 2 dogs that have just turned 5 years old, both diagnosed with diabetes. They have to be insulin dependent. There's no other treatment for it. I myself was diagnosed with diabetes last year. Had no reason why, no explanation, no history, no genetics, nothing. I have a cat who has a thyroid disorder that she now has to get medication. And we have a dog who had 2 growths removed. We have a neighbor who had several growths removed from their dog. I am having a hard time thinking that all of these experiences and things that are happening are not related to our soil. I would like to, I don't know if I need permission to do this, but I want to go around to our neighbors, kind of do like my own research project. Ask, do you have dogs? Has your yard been cleaned up? You know, if not, who was close to you? Do you have cats? Do any of them have diseases? That type of thing. I don't know if I need permission to go or if it's okay if I just go door to door. I am only really thinking of doing like our 4-block area. I'm really having a hard time. If you look up online and you say, does exposure to heavy metals cause your animals to age prematurely? Yes, it does. When our dogs were 3 years old, their faces were turning white. Some have hard time walking. It's just not, it can't be coincidence. I am going to reach out to EPA, of course, in regards to this and some other people to see, but you know, with the history of who answers and who doesn't answer, and they all say there's nothing going on, I don't know how far I'll get from any of those agencies, but I am going to reach out just so that it's on record. I wanted to ask too, is Summer Health going to paint the curbs yellow? We don't have any yellow curbing, like no parking areas. Is that something that we do still, or is that not a thing anymore? All right. I think that's all I have. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Brianne Hicks. My first question is for the finance meeting that's happening on the 18th. Is that the budget and appropriation ordinance?
Yes, I can give it the answer to that if you want a little more explanation about it.
Okay. However, we're supposed to have a 30-day notice posted in the newspaper.
We're not ratifying. It's just some rough goal.
So when is the final?
Probably not for another. We usually do that in July.
July. Okay. And we'll be notified at least 30 days ahead of time? Okay. My second question is if we had any updates on Matheson Park. I know we had discussed before maybe throwing more trees and plant life and maybe new equipment in there, if there was any update on anything happening out there. And I know my mom's brought this up before, but the aldermen all receive a packet with information that is pertinent to the meeting, and that this is not given to the public in any way. So I don't really know how the public's opinion is going to be expressed if we're not aware of the information prior to the actual day of the meeting. Oh, and third thing, the handicap door. The last 2 meetings, the door has not been on for the handicaps. I know Angel has brought that up previously, but if that is something that we could be more observant of for the disabled people who are wanting to come to the meetings. Thanks.
Anybody else tonight like to speak?
You ready, John? After having me surrounded by men for no lawful reason, John Duncan told me that if I didn't want to be surrounded, I could go outside, and that they could surround me all they want in the people's building, knowing I was both cornered and intimidated. That's incorrect. It's not only a crime, John. It opens the floor to civil litigation, and you know that. John Duncan also told me that I could come here and say nothing. Due to his threat of continued mistreatment, tonight I can only comment as a parent and as a woman. You all heard Mayor Grove go on his rant about seeing a parent at Walmart. That parent is standing at this podium. If you recall, a speech given here last time heavily touched on the topic of sexual harassment and similar issues. Mayor Grove decided late in the meeting to shame this parent for deciding to simply say, "Hi, how are you?" instead of debating sexual topics in front of children. This came after the mayor rejected numerous calls and attempts to have a meeting about these deep-rooted issues, yet he got up here acting as if there is a red flag when a mother protects her children by not speaking of sexual topics in front of them with a random guy at Walmart. It can't be denied, you all sat here and heard it. Apparently, a simple greeting is not enough for Grove. Yet again, he went on the attack against women. Just imagine if this person at the podium did confront those issues at Walmart. He'd pull a Mr. Donkey and try to obtain a frivolous order of protection. Luckily, this person respected not only her own kids, but the mayor's child. This parent and Mayor Grove exchanged some colorful words immediately following the last meeting. The next day, this parent showed up at City Hall to file some FOIAs, set up this meeting he wanted to have in front of kids at Walmart, and to redress. Several minutes into this trip to City Hall, John Duncan said nothing before going to get the police chief. This so-called chief approached this woman and swiftly started to close the doors, claiming the parent's presence is bothersome to the employees. While she awaited the requested forms, John Duncan admitted he retrieved the chief due to expressive speech, specifically a few curse words over several minutes when discussing this Walmart issue. This chief, the same one this mother used to have a small amount of respect for, told this parent that she needed to leave right now. The mother stood her ground and remained, requesting her FOIA forms. After being berated by both Mr. Duncan and Mike Smizinski, they both did the walk of shame before the mother went into Brent Bader's office to avoid further harassment. Due to their behavior, Brent had to listen to 10 or more minutes of frustration and fear from this woman as she filled out her forms, and he did so gracefully. Chief, you had no reason to create and escalate a situation here in City Hall. You accused this woman of violent verbalizations, yet you couldn't give one example. You are all encouraged to view this incident and judge the issues for yourself. If you don't, you're failing the people you represent. It's interesting that the chief approached this woman the way he did. As part of the redress that day was the concerns of his numerous comments about the bodies of persons working under him. Shoot, this woman simply noticed concerning behavior and brought it up with the other issues. No wonder the chief wanted her out. This chief can't claim the woman wasn't fair and kind towards him all along. It was frightening to see him become so unhinged just feet away from her. An apology was requested after this incident, yet the chief did not apologize. We all have times when we're in the wrong, but failure to admit it is also failure to grow. I stand before you on behalf of this parent, this woman, and many others like her, requesting further civil rights education, sexual harassment, and de-escalation training for all city employees. Failure to do so will indeed result in more abuse of the people at the hands of those everyone is supposed to trust. How much time do I have? 4 minutes. During Mayor Grove's Walmart rant, he shamed a woman for not only protecting her young, but for being herself. Some of us, when we are not in work mode, are more reserved, more to ourselves, and there is nothing wrong with that. People have it hard enough without being shamed for being who they are, particularly when they have done nothing but push for safe parks, the respect of women, requesting sanitary bins, and equal treatment for all. As you may see, those things get you surrounded, belittled, mocked, backed into a corner, accused of crimes, all without even an incident report. Each of you involved should be ashamed of yourselves, and I am requesting apologies from Chief Mike Svedzinski, Finance Director John Duncan, and Mayor Grove. For the remainder of my time, out of fear of further retaliation, I must hold a moment of silence. That moment of silence is dedicated to Mayor Jeff Grove's political career. Thanks, John. Thank you so much.
Any other comments tonight? Any other comments tonight? All right. Hearing nothing else, we move on. Approval of minutes.
Your Honor, I make a motion that we approve the minutes of the regular city council meeting held May 28th, 2024, placed on file. Each alderman has a copy.
Motion by Alderman Reynolds, second by Alderman Thompson. All in favor?
Aye.
Against? Motion carried. Discussion potential action on the following petitions.
Request from the Center for Youth and Family Services to install a single-facing lighted sign at 815 2nd Street and related matters.
Your Honor, I move that we grant the request for farmers insurance for the youth center to install a single-facing lighted sign at 815 2nd Street and related matters.
Second.
Motion by Alderman Herndon, second by Alderman Reynolds. All in favor?
Aye.
Against? Motion carried.
Request from Farmers Insurance to install a single-facing non-lighted sign at 822 First Street and related matters.
Your Honor, I move that we grant the request for farmers insurance to install a single-facing non-lighted sign at 822 First Street and related matters.
Second.
Motion by Alderman Herndon, second by Alderman Reynolds. All in favor?
Aye.
Against? Motion carried.
Request for 2024 raffle license from Jake's Poorhouse on behalf of the Illinois Valley Food Pantry and related matters.
Your Honor, I move we grant the request for the 2024 raffle license from Jake Poorhouse on behalf of Illinois Valley Food Pantry and related matters. Yeah, this is gonna be one of those Queen of Hearts.
I do have a question. It says that the owner and employees are eligible to win. Is it a blind drawing, and how does this work?
Oh, it's a Queen of Hearts.
Yeah, but how does the drawing work?
All right, so you go in, you buy like 6 tickets for $5.
How does the drawing work?
Well, if they draw your name,
But how
then
does
you
that
get to
work?
pick a
But
card.
how does that work? Who draws it?
So you get somebody in the house.
I know,
I
but
think how they run it is on them. We're just giving them the.
okay, but it just says the
We're
owner.
just
I
giving
mean, it's
them
for charity though, and it says the owner and employees are eligible to win. I want to make sure it's a blind drawing.
Well, I'm sure
I don't understand how it works. Yeah. You know, because
And it is only a permit request for a charitable
We're not giving
purpose.
direction how to run it.
okay, but
I mean,
I'll
They
second
have one
that
of those
motion.
that they
we have
have one.
no reason to believe they're not going to give
Yeah.
charity. They've been a good business.
but
They
there's,
have one at the dewdrop, and then they give the money to the cops for cancer.
but public can still win this too. That's
Oh
why I
yeah,
get
no,
it,
it's
right?
for everybody.
Anybody that wants to buy a ticket.
You can buy one, Doc, if you want.
Yeah, but I don't gamble, but it's for charity, I guess.
Well, anyway, I made the request.
We have a motion, Alderman Bassler. We had a second already from Mr. Crane. Alderman Crane. Take the roll, please.
Okay, Alderman Bassador.
Aye.
Thompson.
Aye.
Patak.
Aye.
Reynolds.
Aye.
Laverie.
Aye.
Herndon.
Aye.
Crane.
Aye.
Okay, request for a revised 2024 raffle license from Stage 212 and related matters.
Your Honor, I move that we grant the request for a revised 2024 raffle license from Stage 212 and related matters.
Second.
Motion, Alderman Herndon, second Alderman Laverie.
No.
I'm sorry, Alderman Reynolds. All in favor?
Aye.
Against? Motion carried.
Okay, request from Will Hocking of Detour Tap for a special event permit to allow an extension of hours for outdoor music and increase in allowed decibel readings on Saturday, June 29th, Saturday, July 6th, Friday, July 12th, Friday, August 2nd, Friday, August 9th, Saturday, August 24th, Friday, September 27th, and related matters.
I believe Will is with us.
I assume this is till 11 p.m. It doesn't say in the request.
Correct.
What's the
Correct.
decimal?
Yep. And the decibel readings is something that I don't believe that they're going to go. Generally are, but that was something I just wanted to check off.
Your Honor, I have a question. Who's the liquor license holder of that business? You are?
Yep.
Okay. Mr. Hammers is just the owner of the building. That's why you're on this? Okay. Understood. Thank you.
I have a question as well. I'm
regular days on 10 o'clock, is there a decibel reading after, or does the music have to be completely off?
Completely off. No amplified music after 10, so it means no speaker. Yeah, I mean, just, I'm sorry, outside, just outside.
Right. Yeah.
Your Honor, I move that we grant the request.
Second.
Motion by Alderman Tax, Alderman Thompson, take the roll, please.
Alderman Thompson.
Aye.
Patak.
Aye.
Reynolds.
I was just wondering why the decibel level has to be raised at 11 o'clock. That's when.
They, as I said before, they really do not expect to need any sort of raise in decibel level. They just check that box because they know that it's relating to sound and they wanted to cover their
When it
bases.
started at 7 or 6.
Okay, I'll say aye.
Right?
Aye.
Okay, thank you. Laverie.
Aye.
Herndon.
Aye.
Crane.
Aye.
Bassador.
Aye.
Request from Mark Foz of MAV Restoration for a special use permit to install a half-acre solar farm in the back northwestern portion of Starbrook Family Campground and related matters.
This has to go to planning? Correct?
Yes, planning
Yeah.
commission.
Okay, I move that we send it to planning commission.
Second.
Motion by Alderman Laverie, second by Alderman Crane to send the request to the planning commission. All in favor?
Aye.
Against? Motion carried. Reports to city officers.
Building inspector's report for May 2024 showing total fees collected of $2,914.69 with total value of construction of $445,979.
I move we accept the building inspector's report for May 2024 showing total fees collected of $2,914.69, total value of construction $445,979.
Second.
I'm sorry, the second. Jerry Reynolds. Motion by Alderman Basler, second by Alderman Reynolds. All in favor?
Aye.
Against? Motion carried.
Treasurer's report for May 2024 showing total cash balances in LaSalle State Bank of $10,548,072.56 and in Hometown National Bank of $7,952,090.87.
Your Honor, I move that we accept the treasurer's report as read, placed on file, as each and every alderman have a copy.
Second.
Motion by Alderman Tax, I'm Alderman Laverie. All in favor?
Aye.
Against? Motion carried.
Monthly police income report for May 2024 showing total fees collected at $10,067.17.
Your Honor, I move that we accept and place on file the monthly police income report for May 2024.
Second.
Motion by Alderman Hernan, second by Alderman Thompson. All in favor?
Aye.
Against? Motion carried. Communications. Bids. Appointments, resignations. Standing committees.
Discussion and potential action regarding the recommendation of the Finance Committee regarding the installation of a generator transfer switch at the water treatment plant at a cost of $87,894 and related matters.
Your Honor, the Finance Committee voted to recommend accepting the bid from JB Contracting to fix the generator transfer switch at the water treatment plant and related matters.
Second.
Motion by Alderman Tax, I'm Alderman Reynolds. Just so you guys know, this is all part of our situation. We're being in compliance where we got hit for the secondary power at these plants in case there was a main power issue. That's what this is kind of follow up to that as a remedy. Take the roll, please.
Alderman Patak.
Aye.
Reynolds.
Aye.
Laverie.
Aye.
Herndon.
Aye.
Crane.
Aye.
Bassador.
Aye.
Thompson.
Aye.
Discussion potential action regarding the recommendation of the Finance Committee regarding a request from Mickey Venegas of Mickey's Massive Inc. for a redevelopment incentive program grant totaling $10,125 for premises located at 620 First Street and related matters.
Your Honor, the Finance Committee voted to recommend the request from Mickey's Venegas of Mickey's Massive Inc. for the RIP program of $10,125 and related matters.
Second.
Motion by Alderman Tax, I'm Alderman Thompson. Take the roll, please.
Alderman Reynolds.
Aye.
Laverie.
Aye.
Herndon.
Aye.
Crane.
Aye.
Bassador.
Aye.
Thompson.
Aye.
Patak.
Aye.
Discussion potential action regarding the recommendation of the Finance Committee regarding a $1,200 donation towards the LaSalle Girls Softball Minor League All-Star Tournament and related matters.
Your Honor, the Finance Committee voted to recommend or to accept the request of the donation for $1,200 to LaSalle Girls Softball Minor League All-Stars Tournament and related matters.
Second.
Motion by Alderman Tax, I'm Alderman Reynolds to accept the recommendation of this Finance Committee. Take the roll, please.
Alderman Laverie.
Aye.
Herndon.
Aye.
Crane.
Aye.
Bassador.
Aye.
Thompson.
Aye.
Patak.
Aye.
Reynolds.
Aye.
Discussion and potential action regarding the recommendation of the Finance Committee regarding a raw water detention tanks cleaning and repairs at a cost of $63,500 and related matters.
Your Honor, the Finance Committee voted to accept the bid from Caddy Aqua Store to restore the detention tanks at $63,500 and related matters.
Second.
Motion by Alderman Patak, second by Alderman Reynolds. Take the roll, please.
Alderman Herndon.
Aye.
Crane.
Aye.
Bassador.
Aye.
Thompson.
Aye.
Patak.
Aye.
Reynolds.
Aye.
LeBerry.
Aye.
Special committees tonight. Old business.
Authorization of pay request number 1 for Universal Asphalt and Excavating Inc. totaling $203,071.70 for work completed to date on the 2024 road improvements MFT project and related matters.
Your Honor, make a motion that we approve the payment request number 1 for Universal Asphalt Excavating and related matters. Each alderman has a copy.
Now second.
Motion by Alderman Reynolds, second by Alderman Bassador. Take the roll, please.
Alderman Crane.
Aye.
Bassador.
Aye.
Thompson.
Aye.
Patak.
Aye.
Reynolds.
Aye.
LeBerry.
Aye.
Herndon.
Aye.
Authorization of pay request number 1 for Universal Asphalt and Excavating Inc. totaling $35,420 for work completed to date on Washington Dead End Emergency Sanitary Sewer Replacement Project and related matters.
Your Honor, I move that we grant the authorization of the pay request number 1 for Universal Asphalt and Excavating total work for completed to date on the Washington Dead End Emergency Sanitary Sewer Replacement Project and related matters.
Second.
Motion by Alderman Herndon, second by Alderman Crane. Take the roll, please.
Alderman Bassador.
Aye.
Thompson.
Aye.
Patak.
Aye.
Reynolds.
Aye.
LeBerry.
Aye.
Herndon.
Aye.
Crane.
Aye.
I just want to
Authorization.
say, in regards to those two projects, especially the road project, nice work. You got in and out. Did a nice job. I know the weather was cooperative too, but do you agree with that, Jordan?
Oh,
Construction
absolutely.
background?
O'Connor looks good, and I went and checked on the Washington Street job, and it looks pretty good too.
Yep, for sure. Sorry, Amy.
No, you're okay. Authorization of pay requests for hair construction totaling $146,250 for work completed to date on aluminum storm sewer lining project and related matters.
Your Honor, I make a motion that we authorize the pay estimate to Hera Construction as read. Each alderman has a copy.
Second.
Motion by Alderman Reynolds, second by Alderman Thompson. Take the roll, please.
Alderman Thompson.
Aye.
Patak.
Aye.
Reynolds.
Aye.
LeBerry.
Aye.
Herndon.
Aye.
Crane.
Aye.
Bassador.
Aye.
Your Honor, I have something under old business before we move.
Yes, Alderman.
It was brought up, about the air monitor going down. I just want to confirm that that's under lock and key now. That's my understanding.
I haven't talked to Patrick about it specifically since the last meeting, so I don't want to say for certain, but he did tell us that was the.
I'm going to make a recommendation. It absolutely be under lock and key, and it conveniently keeps going off at the same time every couple of days. Early in the morning, it was off this morning from 1 in the afternoon until 2 o'clock in the morning. So how are we throwing a switch at 2 in the morning to turn it back on?
I don't know about that. I'd have
That's
to
why
look.
I want it under lock.
I'd have to look to see if that data comes back, because they did tell us that if it's temporary outage, it's not related to power, that data should still be maintained. If we have the dates and times, I can reach out to the company and maybe CC you as well, and if they can give us more. I've gone back and forth, and they have told me that temporary outages are not unusual, but if the data is not there, then I guess that is.
What's unusual is the fact that it's happening early in the morning. That's
Oh,
what's
just so you
unusual.
know, you don't have to wait for a meeting to bring that to someone's attention. You can bring it up.
Well, it's okay. I wanted to.
Well, I think the sooner we know.
We've
better.
known it went down. I assume.
Hard for me to say for sure without reaching out to the support. I don't want to make any guesses.
Does it happen continuously at that time?
Yeah. Well, not continuously. But it
We
is.
gotta. I'd have to check on that. We gotta affirm I thought it was
No, but when
flat
it's happening, so
purchase
maybe-
every year.
We
I don't
know
know
it's
for sure. I'm not part of purchasing.
I know we think it's corrected, and so if you see it, please tell somebody.
Well, if it's under lock and key and it goes down, then we got to look at the internet or whatever else could be the issue. But if it's not under lock and key, I have a concern.
I'll talk to Patrick.
Thank you. And then the other thing, Your Honor, since I did talk to Brent in regards to getting several phone calls in regards to having a shelter with shade close to the playground so that the parents can sit in the shade while the children playing are close enough to help. And my understanding, Your Honor, is that that's already on That's
Yeah,
already in a
when
plan
Teeman does the
phase.
fix with the wall, there'll be an area that will actually have some tables and stuff, and that area will be with the
Shade.
sunshade you see.
Perfect.
Now the existing ones won't, but that area will be off for it.
Understood. Thank you very much.
Mayor, I have something under old business too. On the pollution control board matter concerning which, as we all know, there was a hearing as requested by several members of the public hearing held February 29, 2024, regarding the request for approval of the proposed stipulation settlement agreement arrived at originally between the Illinois Environmental Protection Agency, the Attorney General's office, and the city of LaSalle, concerning two instances of discharge during extremely high rainfall alleged in excess of allowable limits for the city's south wastewater treatment plant, when the river was also in flood stage, also concerning alleged failure to file certain reports in a timely manner, though in circumstances wherein the city maintains the actual work that was required to be performed that was to be reported was suggested to itself have been timely done in a timely manner. With both the city and the Attorney General's office as part of the hearing process, having at the time and as part of the process, thank the public for their comments in the process, with there also having been post-hearing submissions on behalf of both the City of LaSalle and the Environmental Protection Agency through the Illinois Attorney General's office. We can now report, everybody was waiting to find out, that as of that last Thursday, the Pollution Control Board accepted in its entirety and thus approved in its entirety the settlement as originally proposed by both the Illinois Environmental Protection Agency through the Attorney General's office and the City of LaSalle. The settlement also includes, as was reported back on October 2nd, 2023, a fine of $5,740. This should now conclude the matter.
Thank you. It's good to know how to tap that loose end, Jim. Thank you. Any questions on that?
Have we paid that now, Jim?
Well, I don't know, it's due within a month. It's only
So
been
that-
5 days.
Okay. So with it, I mean, it's already been approved by us for payment.
Correct.
Just
We
a
did
matter
that.
of cutting the check. Okay, thank you.
I don't think we'll have to read that, but
There's nothing, there's no further action needed.
Yeah.
Council approved it, subject to Pollution Control Board's approval and the EPA's approval, and both the EPA and now the Pollution Control Board have all approved it. The EPA actually was part of the original negotiation process, of course.
thank you, Jim. I have one thing on our old business. I want to appreciate I guess we talked about it. I could have talked about last meeting. Over the holiday weekend, Chris Vasky, Dan Burke, Steve Westerman had a little festival at the park, the arts in the park thing, and it ended up being a nice weekend. Sunday was a little sketchy in the morning, but it turned out to be a nice night. I know Jordan was there Sunday night, but again, it's not in our public works. Did a nice job setting it up. By the next morning, it didn't even look like we had anything going on there. It was already cleaned up. So it's a great job to everybody on that. They said they think they probably made a little bit of money Saturday night, which is good because that money goes back again to the Rotary Park Foundation and tries to help pay the matches we have for the funds, the grants that we get. Any other old business?
Yes, I'll address a few of the concerns during comments. Maytag does have a building permit, and it expires at the end of this week, and we should probably make sure they post it in front. It should be posted, you're correct. And then,
On that, I was walking my dog, me and my wife, last Saturday, and I was checking out the awesome job done down there. And I think now I'm not 100% sure, but I think it's in the upstairs window.
okay.
Because I looked up there and I saw a piece of paper. It might have been a tag for the window, but I was across the street.
All right.
It might be there. We will check that though.
And then canvassing the area, I would think you have every right to do that. I don't see any reason why you can't do that. You asked about canvassing the area. Yeah. And then painting yellow curbs. I do know we have people up painting curbs. Do you have ones in mind? Okay, because we do have some college students or high school students that are painting curbs.
We usually just maintain those to the downtown.
Yeah, okay.
But
Thank
if you guys think we should go further, we
No, I just wanted to let them know we do have that going on.
just started yet.
Yep.
I want to follow up one thing. I take responsibility for the posting. So 16 years ago, 20 years ago, when some of us first started, we didn't even have a website to post that stuff on. We posted in the lobby. We contacted the press to let them know about the meeting, minutes of the meeting. So Friday before in the day, and you could tell by the footprint on the computer, the website was updated with it. It just, unfortunately, technology took a glitch. So as soon as Brent found out about it from his own family, told him his mom and dad checked it out Sunday. He came down after hours to make sure that was posted. So I think it was posted last night around 11:30.
Yeah, I can go over this a little bit actually.
Yeah.
It was a mistake on my part. Hit a button, thought that it went through, ran packets, and I did check, which I should have done. So I identified it Sunday evening when a family member reached out to me, and I ran my laptop, confirmed that it wasn't up there, so I popped up, uploaded it at that time, contacted the mayor in the morning, as well as a we have here, and it was a mistake. I'm not immune to making mistakes. All I can say is I do deeply apologize for any inconvenience may have caused anybody, and going forward, I think it's important that we maybe make a OMA deputy that can check my work at the end of the day. These are very important documents to get a second staff member to verify myself at the end of the day. I also think that we're going to try and move some agendas to the cabinet so that they're after hours as well. So, if you have any recommendations beyond that, please let me know.
Just somebody reached out to me and I took pictures of it because we get the packet on Friday. So by all means, contact your alderman when there's an issue. Reach out to the alderman. That's what we're elected for. We have these packets on Friday. If I don't get it on Friday, I'm going to be calling Brett, letting know where the packet's at.
So I guess again, Alderman, I will push out to you. You need to contact Brent. Then we could have corrected it.
I didn't know it wasn't on the web until somebody said it, and then I just sent pictures because I don't know why. I'm not going to call him on his days off.
Well, we need to.
To be fair, you can call me on my days off or something like this. So you do not need to be afraid to
We're
call
all,
me on
all
my
of
days
us,
off.
all 9 of us are responsible to make sure that's posted. So again, you're saying call your alderman, but again, if we're not following through and telling the people who needed to approach it, we could have probably had it up there within 48 hours. But I think you guys are good with it. We'll probably put something out front.
I think it's a great idea.
Please, on the lock and key that's posted, and then then we're good to go. We'll still. No, it'll be from outside.
It's going to be like I'm going to talk to somebody on Thursday. It's going to be like attached to the exterior of the building, like a cabinet that you'd be able to walk up to.
I would suggest not doing it with the police though, because of all the stairs. If you have someone who can't.
No, it's gonna probably be on the side of the building.
Either out here or maybe even by the blue box.
But that's just the agendas, right? You can't post the whole packet. It's like
No,
not the packet, but we're gonna try and get the agendas and the minutes on there. It's gonna be take care of all of that. So.
And the agenda was also posted inside the building, correct?
Correct.
And also sent, just so we know.
It was
for
sent
some
to
of
the- it was
things
sent to
that did
the-
get done, and the packets were sent to the media. It's just this
It was-
computer glitch, what you said.
Council and media received it.
Yeah.
Legally, it has to be available to the public.
We feel that this will be again. We never. I guess you try to take the bullets out of the gun as much as possible. Of any issues that could come up, sometimes we miss it, and now we found out. There could be a glitch on that. Again, I'm pretty comfortable that even though we didn't post it on the website, there's been years before we haven't even had the website, and we posted where we had it, and we had never had an issue with it. But again, to make sure that's correct, we'll post outside, and we're all good to go. Hopefully going forward. Any other old business? New business.
Discussion and potential action regarding the participation in Get the Lead Out GLO initiative and related matters.
Your Honor, I make a motion that we take the action regarding the participation of the Get the Lead Out initiative and related matters. Each alderman has a copy.
Alderman, if I could, Kirk, could you just give a quick explanation for the council?
Yeah, so the EPA reached out. They have a special program called Get the Lead Out. It's through the GLOW initiative. EPA will partner with 200 underserved communities, helping them identify lead service lines, develop replacement plans, and apply for funding to get the lead out. This new resource for the EPA helps achieve the president's goal of 100% lead pipe removal and builds on EPA's existing water technical assistance portfolio. We had basically a Zoom call with them and discussed what could be potential helpful needs for the community through their initiative. We touched on community outreach and notifying the public, also trying to acquire funding or find funds for us to replace the lead lines because that is a necessary action that will need to be taken place, as well as any other additional identification of lines. I know we do have some that are listed as unknowns, but that process can still continue on.
In the city, do we have an approximate number of lead lines that we are aware of?
We do. I don't know the number off the top of my head, but it is posted on our website. It will take
There's still a lot of unknowns that we're still
it
checking.
will take you to a link through 120 water. Okay.
We're still in the inventory process.
And what's nice is when we're changing out the water meters, our guys are checking for the homeowners inside of it. So
We're ready to have a motion.
Yeah.
Need a second.
We have a second. We have a motion from
Second.
Motion from Alderman Reynolds, second by Alderman Thompson. Take the roll, please.
Yes.
There's no cost to us, correct?
No cost.
Okay, Alderman Patak.
Aye.
Reynolds.
Aye.
LeBerry.
Aye.
Herndon.
Aye.
Crane.
Aye.
Bassador.
Aye.
Thompson.
Aye.
Discussion potential action regarding miscellaneous city properties up for auction and related matters.
John, we should have a list. What we've done in the past, these things probably for the 5 years. These are properties that we usually gain through demolitions. Most of them are not building up, or I should say, large enough now to build newer homes because of our new, guidelines. So usually what happens is it seems like a neighbor might buy the lot to add to their yard, or neighbor split it. But again, anybody could buy it, and I'm asking you guys to give the permission to go ahead and mark those individual properties. Usually we put a sign there with a posting saying we're going to do a closed bid. Again, all bids can be rejected if you guys feel it's not, worth the while. But again, they're all properties that I think are unless I hope you guys, if you want to check them out, there's any issues, but I think they're all, as far as going, I think they're not going to hurt us. Anything that's going to be too crazy. I don't know if that last one, if you guys were told about, there was one that was added, Brent, on 10th Street. And that's the house we just took control over. And again, I think that's probably one that the house could actually be salvaged, which is good. Be one that could be back on the payroll, tax rolls. But other than that, what's up to you guys? Your pleasure.
I would like to get rid of all of them because we're paying to maintain these empty lots for no reason.
Second.
I was gonna ask, did Engineer Brian look at them to make sure it wasn't anything that he could use for?
I don't know, but I know Andy had the list for a while. We talked about it at staff meeting, so I think everybody's on board with it.
Okay.
If you guys are. Motion from Alderman Crane, second by Alderman Thompson.
Yep.
Do we have an existing list though?
Yeah, if you're in your packet.
Oh, okay, okay.
Take the roll, please.
Yes. Alderman Bassador.
Aye.
Thompson.
Aye.
Patak.
Aye.
Reynolds.
Aye.
LeBerry.
Aye.
Herndon.
Aye.
Crane.
Aye.
Tournament veteran, is that usually a 15-day notice we need to at least put out there posting, or we have leeway on that, or?
I'd have to check, Mayor. I think in the past, we've generally done at least
I
15
thought we
days.
did 15 days. You guys remember it all?
We want it, but it's another reason it's good to have at least 15 days, if you can, is to get as many possible bidders as possible.
Right. And hopefully the grass cuttings will slow down a little bit, maybe. All right. Anything else on our new business?
Yeah, I was wondering, just for Kurt, on that company we hired to bring business in, we're supposed to get a report like every month if they're doing anything. We haven't gotten any. I was just thinking about that.
Yeah, I've been in communications with them, basically talking about some of the project leads that they have, as well as setting up a kind of a meet and greet. They're planning on coming to the community to kind of get an idea of the community as well as the properties with.
All right, what they supposed to like keep giving some update, right, on everything they were gonna do. I thought.
Yeah, we're working through that. There's been some, I don't want to say applications, but there's been a onboarding process with them. I've been filling out some information, and they've been sending it back to me with corrections or ideas or thoughts, and then we're just kind of formalizing our presence with their company.
Well, I just want to make sure we're getting our money.
Yep, we're moving along with them.
All right, thank you.
Yep.
I'd like to add something as well. I know Alderman Thompson talked to me about it and put an all call out, but residents may expect to get an Energy. I'm reading off a post I on our city Facebook page to remind myself all this year, but due to a capacity adjustment, residents' rates who are in the program will be lower. That's what that notice is for. Residents are automatically enrolled in this program and opt out by calling Winfield Energy at 866-694-1262. Additionally, they sent out another letter with an incorrect city on the letterhead. You can disregard that one. They do apologize.
Yeah. And again, those letters didn't come from us; they came from Ameren. But I know some people think, well, you know how people were worried about what they say. I'm sorry, Homefield. Which, yeah. So again, I think some people said, hey, we shouldn't have to opt out. We shouldn't have to. But just so everybody knows, with our I think our power agreement, right? We're at the mercy of and then so if you don't want to do. The city negotiates as best we can to get a rate, but again, if you don't want to do that, you can do any. A lot of times you'll get other places reaching out to you when they know it's a year that it's up, right? And you'll see some of them, change, not in their head, yes, an agreement. Sometimes they're going to go out and solicit your service, right? So that's why people get confused. It's like, should I answer? Should I not answer? So this obviously made it a little bit more confusing. The fact that we had double the amount of.
There's nothing needed of any of the residents as a result.
If you're comfortable with it where you're at, you don't have to do anything, just disregard. So. I know the letters sometimes makes it sound like, well, I need to act one way or another, but you really don't. So, and I do want to get everybody. We talked a little bit about it. We're doing a great job, and appreciate our water meter households, the people letting us in there to change out the water meters. We're trying to have Wednesday evening appointments because we know sometimes people work during the day. We have some Saturday appointments, but we need to get into these homes, and some people are not responding. So what's going to happen? I want to make sure the council knows and the public knows. You will get a door hanger that basically says we need you to schedule an appointment to make sure this happens, or else we will have to potentially shut off your service to make sure we get in there to change that thing out. But again, we don't want to get to that point. Again, if that ever gets to the point, we're not going to charge everybody to turn it back on. But we just need to get to the point where we can get these meters checked and turned out. All right. And I think are we halfway point yet, John, or not yet? The meters?
Probably around 40%.
40%? Okay. And it takes maybe 20 minutes to half hour. Anybody have theirs changed?
Yeah. It didn't take long at all. It depends if they're just replacing your MTU or your entire meter. But
gotcha.
If it's just the MTU, it's a 10 to 15 minute job. If it's the entire meter, it's about 45-minute job.
Okay.
Mayor, they're also locating the water shutoffs in front of the house again, because like the EPA sodded right over mine, and I didn't even realize it. So he's out there metal detector. He says, well, in the middle of the night, it's hard to find it.
It's true.
You got to do an emergency shutoff, So,
and again, so trying to do all those
at the same time. Yeah.
Preventive maintenance stuff, right? Find the shut off, trying to get the lead lines or not, help us get that information as we're out there. So get many things done with one visit. Anything else under new business? Discussion potential action on the following additional ordinances and resolutions.
Resolution continuing the City of LaSalle's electrical municipal aggregation program and related matters.
So I can give you a little history on this. So I know we just talked about the capacity rate changes. So they had to give notice again, even though we negotiated a 1-year rate last fall. We negotiated that rate by partnering with 7 or 8 other municipalities that Rock River and Nimick partner up together. And we negotiated with them to get a lower rate by bargaining with a higher amount of households. They are wanting to start the solicitation and negotiations and bids with some of these providers for fall. When that comes due, they want to start doing that now. So the 7 or 8 municipalities that went in together last time, we're looking for your approval to have those for our consultant to start having those negotiations with them now. So.
And John, this process has saved the residents in the city, you believe, correct, substantial sums of money over the years in bargaining for these lower rates.
That's correct.
And in the residents, it's not mandatory either. They can opt out, right?
They can opt out. And no matter,
from a legal standpoint.
No matter what provider they go with that purchases the power, Ameren will deliver the power. So your power will always be delivered by Ameren, and you'll be invoiced by Ameren and only Ameren. So just because if we might say if we go with Homefield again, they may supply the power to Ameren, but Ameren will bill and deliver it and repair lines and we're responsible for the delivery of that. So we are still an Ameren community. My understanding is that Ameren doesn't really care that much where we decide to get it from. We should get it from whatever's best for our residents.
And that's what this process helps to do.
We are currently lower than the Ameren rate by doing it this way.
Ameren makes their money through the transporting the power.
So,
Residents don't have to do anything. They'll automatically include it on the lowest rate. They can also opt out and do their own thing anytime.
Yeah, not just at the beginning of the program, but any time
That's correct.
you can opt out. And home field is
Opting back in is a little trickier. If you opt out
Yeah.
and go with Ameren, then you might not be eligible to opt back in.
no. But home field is very Ameren.
Your Honor, make a motion that we approve the resolution continuing the City of LaSalle Electric Municipal Aggregation Program and related matters. Each alderman has a copy.
Second.
Motion by Alderman Reynolds, second by Alderman Crane. Take the roll, please.
Alderman Thompson.
Aye.
Patak.
Aye.
Reynolds.
Aye.
Lavery.
Aye.
Herndon.
Aye.
Crane.
Aye.
Bassador.
Aye.
An ordinance confirming and ratifying approval of compliance commitment agreement with the Illinois Environmental Protection Agency regarding double wall tanks, auxiliary generator, and related matters.
Your Honor, I make a motion that we approve the ordinance as read. Each alderman has a copy.
Second.
Motion by Alderman Reynolds, second by Alderman Herndon to accept the ordinance. Take the roll, please.
Alderman Patak.
Aye.
Reynolds.
Aye.
Lavery.
Aye.
Herndon.
Aye.
Crane.
Aye.
Bassador.
Aye.
Thompson.
Aye.
No need for executive session tonight, gentlemen, unless there's something you think we need to do. So approval of bills.
Total submitted $963,286.86.
Your Honor, I move that we accept, pay, file the bills as each and every alderman have a copy.
Second.
Motion by Alderman Patak, second by Alderman Berry. All in favor? I'm sorry, take the roll. My bad.
Alderman Reynolds.
Aye.
Lavery.
Aye.
Herndon.
Aye.
Crane.
Aye.
Bassador. Thompson.
Aye.
Patak.
Aye.
Motion for adjournment.
We make a motion for adjournment.
Second.
Motion by Alderman Reynolds, second by Alderman Crane to adjourn the meeting. All in favor?
Aye.
Against? Motion carried. Thanks, everybody. Great meeting. Good discussion. Have a good night.